Let me give you some advice. If at first you don't succeed, then teleportation magic isn't for you.
Oriandra, you should have consulted me beforehand.
She saw an opportunity and she took it, Tychesis.
Silence, Lathan. Need I put you in chains to remind you of your status here?
I'm sorry, Right Master. We should have asked permission. It won't happen again.
This escapade of yours could have been disastrous. What were you and Oriandra thinking, trusting Lathan to help us translate the ancient language? Now nothing you discovered can be trusted. We're back to square one. I observed what I could through Lathan's connection, but it seems to me that the Court of Bedlam is just trying to confuse us. What do you think? Should we trust Nocturnal's Earl or not? Then we're no better off than we were. Except now we have the Golden Knight. Let's proceed and hope for the best. Perhaps I'll remember more after we use the portal. Go outside and retrieve Darien, then meet me in the Dreaming Cave. No matter whether Nocturnal's Earl spoke truth or lies, we need to recover the heart of Transparent Law. I'm sure I hid it somewhere beyond the Daedric barrier. Was there anything else before you go and check on Darien? That, my friend, would be a mistake. Somerset's ancient defenses have withered since the transparent law crystal was broken and the heart removed. Every moment the crystal tower remains incomplete, another protection falls away. I'm sure that it is. But in that certainty, we gain an advantage. You'll be at my side when we locate the heart, and you'll be there to help me defend it from the court of Bedlam and their princes. I remember I tried to resist the Sea Sloat's compulsion and was able to maintain a sliver of control. But as for a revelation spell, where would I acquire something in such an obscure language? And whose voice do I hear echoing in my mind? I remember using what control I still possessed to foil Katora's plans. I recall forging a bargain with someone I have no memory of. I remember that it was the only way to assure the heart's safety.
Our trip into the Cursed Wood wasn't a total failure. I had a brief moment to examine the inscription before Nocturnal's Earl usurped our connection. I think I know what some of the words from the Right Master's memory mean. Not yet. He's been in a harsh mood. Besides, I've only been able to make a partial translation. The phrase contains 8 distinct words, repeated over and over. I've been able to translate 3 of them. In, heart, unsealed. Do with that information what you will.
Your wounds, they're just gone.
I've always healed fast, Val. I can call you Val, right? Give me a moment. I'd like to chat with our friend.
Of course. Then go to the Dreaming Cave. The Right Master's ready to begin.
I wanted to thank you again for getting me out of Mephala realm. Wasn't anything like I originally imagined. Oh, and I wanted to let you know that I was able to repair the Dawnbreaker. The sword's power should allow us to breach the barrier. No thanks to the Psijic healers. I thought they were gonna slice me open to try to figure out what makes me... well, me. I'm glad you stopped by, though. I wanted to talk to you. In private. This might sound like a strange question. In fact, depending on how you answer it, it is a strange question. Do you remember me? I'm not talking about here in Somerset. I mean, from someplace else. You don't remember me? I was afraid of that. Meridia told me that time worked differently in Oblivion, but I didn't believe her. What's happened to me hasn't happened to you yet. That doesn't matter now. What matters is I found you. Meridia told me about the triad of Daedric princes, and she told me about you. Even sent me to help you defeat them. Of course, she conveniently forgot to tell me how to do that, and she stopped responding to my requests. Has me a little worried. Not everyone gets a choice about the battles they fight. My prince... she's all right, but she's not big on free will. I wanted you to know that you aren't beholden to a higher power. You can decide what you want to fight for. Fixing the Dawnbreaker was surprisingly easy, by the way, especially considering that I had never repaired a Daedric artifact before. Questions? Not like a test or anything, though, right? Tests give me a rash. But sure, yeah, what would you like to know? I wish I knew the answer to that. I remember my father well enough. He was a Breton, but I never met my mother. In fact, now that I think about it, my entire childhood is kind of a blur. I never questioned that. I'm not really sure why. Meridia only ever told me I was her vessel. I can't say I remember volunteering for that job, though. I have her magic inside me. I've had it all my life. I can feel it. But why? I have so many questions. Who I am, what I am, why the amazing good looks and roguish charm if I'm just here to stomp on Meridia's enemies. I mean, I guess if I was a prince, I'd want a dashing champion, so I can't blame her for that. Wait! Don't start without me!
The Right Master plans to lead this expedition personally. I'm glad to have him along, but I'm concerned whenever he puts himself at risk.
I'm getting sick and tired of barriers and Daedric interference and, well, Daedra in general. Talk to the Right Master and let's get this started already.
How can I help? I'm at your service, of course. It's a pleasure to ride with you. I hope this is just early days in our tale. My blade, of course. Some of my favorite tales are those of the Alliance leaders. And the companions, the adventuring group? Incredible.
The Right Master plans to lead this expedition personally.
When's the last time you took a good look through this rucksack of yours? There's an old sweet roll in here with more mold than Sadrith Mora.
We're as prepared as we can be without knowing exactly where this pathway leads. I've even sent wards that will help protect me from the Daedric princes. Remember, though, our primary goal is to recover the Heart of Transparent Law. The Golden Knight must wield the reforged Dawnbreaker to breach the barrier. Then we simply step through the portal and see where it takes us. I expect we may call upon your fighting skills before all is said and done. Are you ready to proceed? Sir Darian, deal with this barrier, if you please.
My pleasure.
The way is open. Let's go. I'll be all right, Valcerin. Manipulating the Dreaming Cave always exhausts me.
We'll take it slow. Let the others clear the path for us.
I expected the pathway to lead to some obscure corner of Oblivion. But this is Nocturnal's realm. I wish I could remember what compelled me to hide the heart here. The heart is here, I'm positive. Now that I think about it, this location has a familiar feel. I've been here before. I just need to remember where I placed the stolen crystal. Take Darien and scout the path ahead. Look for any signs that might indicate where I hid the heart. Valcerin will assist me and we'll follow behind you. As much as it pains me to admit, my many years are finally catching up with me. Be prepared for anything. This is Nocturnal's realm.
Go on ahead. I'll make sure we're not far behind.
First Mephala, and now Nocturnal. I'm really getting good at stumbling into the realms of hostile Daedric princes. Let's do what we have to do and get out of here.
Focus your mind. Stay with me.
Nocturnal's minions aren't exactly modest, are they? Not that I'm complaining.
We fought well.
The featherless one walks the path once more. But where's the pretty crystal he carried last time?
Did that bird just talk? You heard that right.
To battle!
Remind me to wear lighter armor next time we have to climb a mountain.
Steady on. Shake it off! What would you ask of me? Your guidance has made me a better knight. Thank you.
is getting stranger and stranger.
The featherless one couldn't resist the sea sloan, not on his own. Ah!
What nonsense is this?
He doesn't remember! So desperate he was, he leaped at our mistress's offer! Ah!
Speak plainly, crows. Come back here.
Ikesis, calm down.
Crows.
Their
Their words stir the echoes in my mind. I remember fighting the sea sloat's compulsion with every fiber of my being, and I was losing. I remember searching for something, anything, to keep me from giving Keturah the heart. I remember Nocturnal appearing before me, offering to help me hide the heart away in a place that no one would ever find it. Then, let's keep going. Clear the path ahead while I try to recall the rest of the memory.
We're still standing. Be proud of that.
Be ready for anything. The path ends here.
I remember this.
Ikesis, what are you saying?
I'm saying I remember taking the heart through that portal. With every step along this path, my memory grew clearer. This portal, it leads to where I had my fateful meeting with Nocturnal, where she offered to aid me in my struggle against the sea sloat Keturah. Nocturnal offered me a spell that would hide the heart from everyone. The sea sloat, Nocturnal, even from me. As soon as I hid it away, my memory of even possessing the crystal faded like a distant dream. I assume so. Some of the details still elude me. I remember entering the portal with the heart, then returning here without it in my hands. Since I cast the spell with those ancient words, only I can use it again to unseal the hiding place. My preparations included numerous wards of protection. They should allow me to resist even the magic of a Daedric prince, at least for a short amount of time. Through the portal, I remember an ancient ruin. Head for that, and we'll meet you there. Step cautiously. I remember very little about what lies on the other side of this portal.
I don't like any of this. Lost Memories deals with Daedric princes. Nothing about this feels right. And Ikesis, I've never seen him like this before. I actually think he might be afraid.
I feel one of those momentous occasions coming on. You know, the ones where we do something amazing and save the day, or we die horribly in a blaze of glory. Yeah, one of those.